open vintage toys. Maybe this is something Jeff and I can do quite often. So recently I ended up inheriting a lot of Kenner's Alien toys from one of my favorite shops, which is Freaks and Geeks here in Denton, Texas. So I wanted to start off with one of the first figures, and I figured I would open up each and every single one because they are carded. And so the first one I'm going to open up is Bishop. Fun thing with Bishop was made, this was 1992 when Kenner put out these Alien figures. The fun thing about a lot of these figures is that the character bio card that's on the back actually is not really the character. So the Bishop that we have in the movie really looks nothing like the Bishop that's carded here on the action figure. Though they did try to take Lance Henriksen and I guess Photoshop some elements on him to make him look like this guy right here.
Why do you suppose they did that, Taylor?
Probably because of licensing. That wonderful, wonderful thing of licensing where it's like, I don't want my face shown for an action figure line that's probably not going to make it. And when we do talk about this, there's a lot we got to talk about with whether it made it or not. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We're going to open it.
Walk us through your process. What is that you're using?
Okay, so I'm just using a hobby knife. Now, when I do customization, this is normally what I use. Just a basic little hobby knife. And I'm going to cut right here on the bottom because I do want to keep these card backs. I'll probably recycle the bubble just because a lot of these bubbles are UV damaged and yellow. But I do want the card backs. I have a whole box of card backs where I save them. So I'm just going to trim this out. One of the things I really enjoyed about this line when it first came out, and I missed the initial run, ended up getting the KB exclusives that came out a few years later that had some of the figures that we didn't get in the first run of Alien figures that were all repaints. But one of the things I like about it is that card art. All illustration work. Nice, alien up here, drooling, hand coming in. Lots of greens and purples, and if you know me, purple's one of my favorite colors, so I really do dig these card arts, and that's something I definitely want to hold on to. Alright, so I'm going to look here on the back. So this guy, on his bubble, comes with all this fun stuff here. So he's got, yeah, there we go. Kind of shows what he does here. And we're going to look at that too as we take him apart. So, how he comes on the bubble, he's got this little ammo belt that slides out. And he's got this little side gun that'll fit on his back. Or as it has it here, I believe he holds it in one of his hands and this Gatling gun fits to him. So these just kind of fall out of their package. They're not strapped in. You got a little comic that came with it. And then a sticker sheet. Now, I am going to end up putting these stickers on my figure, but I figure for the sake of this, we might just scan this and have a link to it somewhere online, so if you want to download this sticker sheet and print out your own, you can.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because we're all about helping the toy community. Okay, so the first thing is it says that this guy, he has this piece that fits on his back. Very cool, look at that. Kind of falls with Jeff's rule of thumb about not having more accessories than he can hold.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it looks like this piece fits up in here. And then, was it turn that way? I believe so. Let's see. Or maybe it goes the other way. Yeah.
And Taylor's already broken it.
Ah, shut it. There we go. So, pretty cool. Take this gun out of his hands. Oh no! Battle damage. Which is exactly what he does, except I actually did break the gun. Well, that stinks. Okay. I'll have to glue that handle back down. And I broke the other handle, too.
Folks, I swear we did not plan this. This is just Taylor playing with his toys.
So, I have a feeling that this probably had a little bit of UV damage. I'm going to have to find that other handle, because he's not going to be able to hold it. But, so this thing, I'm afraid to do it now. I guess this fit onto his side, so he could, You know, he took a battle damage, the side fell off, and he would have a Gatling gun. Of course, I have no idea how to get the Gatling gun back in his hands now. So, very interesting. Look at that. Look at that hand holding on to that gun. There we go. I'll have to glue that on somehow. Good Lord. Yeah.
You did not disappoint, Taylor.
Yeah, I guess not. Some of the problems I've noticed with, and look, both sides come off. So, and I like the
That's
little
weird.
cybernetic parts that he has in there. It's pretty cool.
Looks like an earthworm.
Yeah. Woo! Some of the things I've noticed when you have metallic plastics like this, that are rigid plastics, if they take too much heat damage, which I believe this did because it was out in a storage unit, anytime that there's pressure on these, they'll crack and break off. So that one I can glue back on, and hopefully I can find the other one
Sure, blame the sun.
and glue it on. I'm totally gonna blame the sun. And there you have it. So Bishop, 1992 Kenner. We'll talk about these eventually, but yeah, that's pretty much what you get. So if you have one now, be gentle with that gun, taking it out of package if you do. And that's why I'm here.